Welcome to Math 6. This is Chapter 3, Section 4, entitled Estimating Sums and Differences. All right, we're going to jump right into examples here. You can see that this is a population table, and then the table below shows the population of an American colonies in 1770. So these are the American colonies, and here was the population in thousands. Now, the question, example 1, estimate the total population of North Carolina and South Carolina. So, you're looking at, let's highlight this, of North Carolina and South Carolina. So we're going to go ahead and do some estimating to help us make sure our answer is possibly correct. Let's start with 197 and 2/10 of 1,000. So we're going to round this, and let's round it to the nearest hundredth, or nearest hundred. So you're looking at the 1 is the hundred spot, and the 9 makes the 1 go up. Some of you I've heard a saying that's the saying goes 4 to the floor and 5 to the sky. 4 to the floor, 5 to the sky. So for this, it's 5 or higher, so it's 5 to the sky, which means this rounds to 200. So your estimation will be about 200,000 people. In 124, we're still estimating or rounding to the nearest hundred spot. So you look at the 2, it's 4 to the floor. So it should be rounded to 100. Now estimating this 200 to 100, that is about 300,000 people. So there are about 300,000 people in North Carolina and South Carolina in 1770. Now let's estimate how many people lived in Rhode Island. And great. Estimate how many people lived in Rhode Island. How many more in Rhode Island than in Georgia? So we're going to do some estimating again. This time, nearest tens digit for easier subtraction. So tens digits right here. 2, that's less than 4, and 4 is to the floor. So it should stay, oh, I'm sorry. I need to learn my digits. This is the tens digit. I'm going to start over here. So restarting this problem, the tens digits right here. Here's 8. 8 is 5 to the sky. So if that 8 goes up, it means it's 58 becomes 60. 23. Here's the tens. This is less than 4, so 4 to the floor. So that means 20. So we round that to 20. 60 minus 20. There are 40,000 more people in Rhode Island than in Georgia. All right, let's do some of these now on our own. Refer to the table. It shows, all right, so we got to close this again. All right, refer to this table again. Estimate the total number of people in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. So we're now using Pennsylvania and New Jersey. All right, well, let's look at those numbers first. And we should probably round these to the 100. To the hundredth digit. So 240.1. That gets rounded to 200. So 4 to the floor. The 117.4 gets rounded to the 100 spot. So the 1 is less than 4, that's to the floor. So that would be 100. So now our estimating 300,000 people live in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. That's our estimated solution. Now, letter B, estimate how many people live in Massachusetts. Massachusetts, more people in Massachusetts than in, Connecticut. So let's look at these numbers again. 183, 135. We could do the tens digits. We could do the hundreds digits. Let's practice. Let's do the tens this time like we did in the other example. So we're 10 rounding. That means how many more people? Massachusetts is 235. That rounds to, let's see, we're rounding to the tens spot, and it's 5 to the sky, so that's 240. Connecticut is 183.9. We're rounding to the tens position, so it's 3 into the floor. So that rounds to 180. So we need to now estimate this subtraction. What is the difference? The difference is about 60,000 people. That is the difference between Massachusetts and Connecticut. The estimated difference. All right, clustering. Clustering is an estimation method in which a group of numbers that are close in value oh, hold on a second. I think I got that in there too fast, too soon. All right, so I was right. A group of numbers that are close in value are changed to the same number. This is called clustering. So if you take a look here, here are some numbers. The amount of vitamin water solution a guinea pig drinks each day. So Sid is feeding this vitamin water solution to a guinea pig. The table shows the amount of solution the guinea pig drank over a period of 4 days. And then which is the closest amount of solutions the guinea pig drank. All right, so we're going to be clustering. So 21.8, 19.1, 18.9, 22.0. So the add-ins are clustered, all clustered near the number 20. So round each decimal to 20. 21.8, we're rounding to the tens, to the tens, to the tens, and to the tens. All of them round to 20. Now that they repeat, multiplication is repeated addition. So a good estimate is 4 times 20 or 80. So the answer should be C. Now you could just go ahead and add them together if you wanted to, but multiplying is much faster. All right, so let's take a look at these. Check your progress. During the month of February, Jonathan spent $14.78. In gasoline the first week, $15.35. The next week, $15.94. the third week, and 1407 on the fourth week. Which is closest to the total amount Jonathan spent on gasoline during February? Well, take a look at this. We're going to do clustering. So they're all about the same amount, but we're going to round 14.78 to 15. 15.35, 15 and 35 hundredths would be about 15. All of these round to approximately 15. Now, you can, if you want, you can multiply them. There are 4 15s, or you can just add them up. 15 and 15 is 30, 15 and 15 is 30, 30 and 30 is 60, and you get the same solution. When you use front-end estimations, you add or subtract the values of the digits in the front place. So front-end estimating. So we are adding the tens digits. So front-end estimating, you basically, there is no rounding. All right. All you're doing is you're looking at the front numbers and adding them together. So 14.8, the first number is 1, so you have 10. This is 5, so it's 50. Add them together. You can say that using front-end estimation, the answer's about 60. So here, front-end estimation, you're not rounding, you're just looking at the first number. So you should have 30. The first number, 60. Add them together, 90. All right, so the estimation for front-end estimation is just adding the first digits in each number. All right, so give this, check your understandings a try, and we're going to work on some of these problems in class. Good luck.